Well, good morning, good morning, good morning. Come on, say with me, wake up and where, wake up and where, wake up and where. Listen, it is 5:30 in the morning. Good morning, everyone. Listen, I'm so glad to be on with you all this morning for our Wake Up and Win show. You all know the drill. This is the time of day we get up, we get out there, and we go win. Well, at least we prepare. We get up, we prepare to go out there, and we go win. And so we have been doing a series on waking up, time, waking up and winning. But our Wake Up and Win word has been about time. Our Wake Up and Win word has been about time. And so listen, today's win word is time is now. Time is now. Yesterday we talked about time is urgency. Time is also now. What do we mean by that? Okay, so listen, you and I don't have yesterday's time and we don't have tomorrow's time. The only time we actually have is right now. Think about it. I know we like to plan ahead, and sometimes we think about the past. And so sometimes there's a tendency to feel like time is then and time was then. Time was then, time will be, like the past and the future. And we can have memories of the past and we can have hopes of the future. But the reality is the only time I actually have is right now. I don't have yesterday's time because that's gone. And I don't have tomorrow's time because that hasn't happened yet. And even though we plan ahead and we think about the future and we plan for the future and we look forward to the future, the truth is the only time I actually have, the only time we actually have is right now. Like I don't even have the next hour. I have right now. This time that I'm with you present. So if time is now, which it is, and I'm working in time, right? And time is of the essence and time is urgent. Time is right now. I only really have, it's going to sound really crazy, right now. Which means that whatever I'm doing, I have to do it now. Whatever I'm planning, I have to plan it now. Whatever I am working on, I have to work on it now. Why? Because tomorrow is not guaranteed. Tomorrow's time is not guaranteed. Next week time is not guaranteed. Now, I would love it to be so. We want it to be so. We plan for it to be so. But the truth is, I only have right now. The only time that I have is this minute and this moment with you all right now. Which is why I started the Wake Up and Win show here on this platform. It's because I kept thinking about it, thinking about it, thinking about it, thinking about it, planning for it, excited about it. And it hit me one day. You know you only have right now, right? you only have the moments that you take. You only have the moments that you use. You only have the time that's present, not the time that you want. Because you and I can want weeks and months. We can want weeks and months to make something happen. We can want weeks and months to be available to us. But the truth is, I only have right now. That's the truth. We only have right now. So here's the question. I know you're planning for next week. I know you're planning for next month. I know you may be planning for next year. And that's good. You should. We should have plans. But what are you doing right now? What are you doing right now, in time right now, for your dream, your hopes, your goals, your plans? What are you doing in the right now? Because all that we have is the right now. We don't have the future. And we can't go back to the past. I can't go back to the past and say, I want my time back to work on something. I want my time back to finish something. I want my time back to complete something. No. I only have right now to finish it. I only have right now to complete it. I only have right now to launch it. I only have right now to start it. I only have right now to make that call. I only have right now to love that person. I only have right now to love myself. I only have right now to raise my children. I only have right now to be the best person that I want to be. So guess what? Time is now. And you and I only have right now to make it happen, whatever that is. And so in the now moment, I have to constantly be thinking about and working on that thing, whatever it is, right? Because I only have right now. because you and I only have right now. We have to constantly be working on that thing in the now. And I'm not saying like you don't take a break. What I am saying, I'm talking about intention. I'm talking about consistency. I'm talking about using time in the right now and not putting things off because I assume, I hope, I'm praying for more time in the future. And again, we should have plans for the future. You should have plans for your day to day, right? You should have plans for next week. You should. We should have plans. We shouldn't just go around willy-nilly. Plans are good. Plans are important, and plans are important so that way when that time does come around, you know what you're doing in that time. You know where you're going. You know how to utilize it. So plans have a purpose. The point is, however, you only have right now. So what are you doing with your right now? What are you doing with your now time? Not your future time, your now time. Because we only have right now. We only have right now. So here's some things I recommend. I was gonna give you that. Is that in the now moment, right? Keep in front of you, keep at the forefront of your brain the things that you just deeply desire that you want to do. Keep those things in your forefront of your brain. Don't let them take a back seat. Because whenever you allow the things that's important, you take a back seat. They take a back seat to your planning. They take a back seat to your, preparation. They take a back seat to the energy you put to them. They take a back seat to your intention. So the things that are important to you, to deeply desire to do, be, have, and or possess, the people that are important to you, keep it up here in the front of your brain. Keep it as a priority. That's number one. Number one, priority. Number two, right, how to take advantage of the now season is to have plans written out, is to have an agenda written out, is to have a calendar written out. So when you're in the now moment, when you get to Wednesday at 2:00, you have a plan for what you're going to do in that now moment. You have an idea at least, or a sketch, right? So do plan so that way when you're in the now moment, you know what you're doing. You know where to put your energy. You know where to put your focus, right? So keep things in the forefront of your brain so that you're in the now moment, whenever that is, however that is, right now. Right now, what was the priority was the Wake Up and Win show. So here I am, right? But I have some other things that are priority this morning. So in the now moment, I'm working on those things. Number two, again, plan. I had a plan for this morning to come on and talk about time is now. I have a plan for 6:00, which is my devotional with our church. I have a plan for 6:30, which is our prayer call. And so when I get to those times, when I get to 6, when I get to 6:30, I know what I'm doing. So do plan, right? Do plan for the now moment. And here's where people fall off. Here's where people make the mistake. They don't plan for it. They're just like, well, we're going to see what happens when we get there. We'll see what happens when we get to 9 a.m. No. Don't live like that. Now, that's very spontaneous, and there's nothing wrong with spontaneity. But we're talking about having, doing, being. And I can't wait until that moment in that moment to get things done. There's a reward in planning. there is some benefit to planning. And number three, and this is very important. Number three, wait, let me do this with this light because I see my lighting is being challenged. There we go. Wow. I was like, what's going on with my light? Number three, okay, sorry for the switch. See, I told y'all we working on the studio thing, right? Number three is in the now moment. First, it's keeping in the forefront of your brain. Number two, plan for the now moment. And number three, execute. Execute. Now, I know we cannot be in constant execution mode. That would be too much. We cannot be in constant execution mode, but we can be in consistent execution mode. We can be consistent in execution. May not necessarily be always, but we can be consistent. And so in the now moment, be consistent. It's not easy getting up and doing certain things. It's not easy. It's not easy, but be consistent in the now moment. Use the now moment to be as consistent as possible and watch what will happen. Use the now moment to be as consistent as possible and watch what will happen. Watch how things will come to pass. Watch how things will come together. Watch how things will be turn around. Watch how things will get better for you. Watch how things will grow. Watch how things will increase. Watch how things will expand. So time is now, right? I don't have the past. I don't have the future. I have right now. So the question that we have to always ask ourselves, what am I doing in the now moment towards what I want to have, do, be, and or possess? And the way to utilize, the way to take the most advantage of the now moment is to keep what's important to me in the forefront of my brain. Keep it in front of me. Number 2, have plans. Plans help. So when I get in the now moment, so when 6 o'clock comes, I know what I'm doing at 6. When 6:30 comes, I know what I'm doing at 6:30. When 5:30 came, I knew what I was doing at 5:30. I was coming on here live with you all, right? And number 3, execute. So at 6, I have to execute. At 6:30, I have to execute. 5:30, I had to execute. 7 o'clock, you're going to have to execute. What are you going to execute on? Right? And I'm just talking about time. Time is now. Time is not guaranteed. Time is not necessarily on your side. Time is now. And the only way time becomes like on my side and to my advantage is if I use it. And time is now. If I use the now moment, that's when time is on my side. Other than that, not necessarily. Time is now. So listen, y'all know the drill. We're going to get up. We're going to get out there and we're going to go and win. And thank you for joining us on today's Wake Up and Win show for today's win word, which is time is now. And y'all know the drill. Wake up and win, wake up and win, wake up and win. Listen, have an amazing day. And know that your time is right now. And do as much as you can with your right now as physically, humanly, spiritually, emotionally, financially possible. That's how you win with time, is use it for right now. Y'all have a great day. I'm out, y'all. Peace.